Saturday. It is 7:42. We are in full-on storm mode at the minute. It's been absolutely pelting down all night long. Heavy wind, heavy rain. I think England's got like 80 something, 82, 83 flood warnings going on because of we're supposed to get up to 70 millimeters of rain in one night, which is quite a lot. that's quite a lot of water. So everything is running water down the road, puddles, whatnot, standing water. It's going to be a very wet morning. But I think lunchtime it's supposed to disappear, and then we will get clear skies and the temperature plummets as the northerly, oh there goes the bag, as the northerly winds come. And then I think we're headed for snow Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. Should be fun. Get to test out the new tyres on the van, right? Today I've got, oh gosh, I forget the car. Anyway, he's got his own camera. Was it a Jag? I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. But we've got a car in this morning for his own camera. It's a Chinesey one, Amazon-y kind of Alibaba thing. He knows it's bad, but wants me to fit it anyway. So we're doing that today, front and rear camera. Hopefully Chris is going to come down with a beamer so I can just measure and just double check in my head the measurements of the box to make sure that I'm not going to build something that doesn't fit, because that's really annoying. I've never done it, but I know people that have, and it's just the worst feeling ever, sinking feeling when you put all that time and effort into a box and then find that it doesn't even go in the hole. So it's not even like we can drop the back seats and slide it in from the back, which I've done before with big boxes, but this is literally, tailgate's the only option. So if it doesn't fit in there, it ain't ever going in. So we're going to check that. I've also got, I want to say Wendy, no, it's Wendy. Her Beetle, we're having that back in today. The black one I did the other week for the infotainment adapter has shown up. So my suppliers were able to grab hold of Connect 2 and go, look, this is out of your inventory because you posted it, so technically you've not done a stock take on it, can you resend it? And it arrived. So she's coming in and we can finish off the infotainment adapter on her 360 Pioneer as well. And that's it. And then the rest of the day, start fabbing this box, gluing pieces. Once I've got my measurements checked, start cutting, kind of try and get on with a bit of that. Hopefully the weather, gosh, a lot of water on the roads. Hopefully the weather will ease up around lunchtime. Subscribers, we've gone up again. So we're at 2442. So we're over the 40 mark. We breezed that last night, which is cool. And the regulars, I see Jimmy and Mustang and everyone else on there commenting, Nige, Blue, everyone getting involved. So welcome, morning boys, how we doing? I'm gonna get some brekkie. I think we might have to do a bacon and sausage and tomato sauce this morning, treat myself. Go for a coffee, ease myself into the day, nice and steady. Catch up on a bit of YouTube, see who's doing what. I've started watching Drift HQ, Adam LZ's compound, so it's quite interesting. Good watch, lots of in-depth videos and installs, but I always find with a lot of shops, they always kind of try, it's a bit catty, it's a bit like, oh look what I've done, I'm the best, blah blah blah. You always get, there's a sense of, like, competition's good. It makes people better people because you want to try and beat the other guy, but when it's kind of like a bitchy competition and it's quite, yeah, you kind of get the sense that they're kind of trying to outdo each other continuously in a not so friendly manner. They come across on camera as a bit catty. So I don't know how long I'm going to stay watching them for, but it's good to kind of, learn about something new, as they say. But other than that, guys, I'm going to get off to work, stay dry, stay safe this morning. If you're out and about, driving, delivering, whatever, go easy because the roads are not good. Flood, wind, all that stuff. But we're on the up. Just need YouTube now to keep paying a bit more. Oh, that's a big puddle. See you in a bit. Morning, guys. As you can see, The weather is easing off, so we've got a bit of a break in the clouds. It's starting to get lighter. It's not as heavy and black as it was earlier, but it is still raining. We're due to have rain until mid-morning, so anything now is kind of like, it's the tail end of the storm. I'm keeping talking because I got the radio playing. Let me just shut this up. And then, yeah, around mid-morning, lunchtime, it's supposed to chill out. So we got our first one in. Check out that. It matches my toolbox. Purple schmurple. Very, very cool colour. So yeah, we got a Nissan Qashqai. Or as a lady said to me the other day, I've got one of them Nissan Qashqais. What? I couldn't help laugh on the phone. But we've got his own Chinese, no, it's not a Qashqai, it's a Duke. What am I talking about? We've got his own camera to fit. Still Nissan family. So we got Chinese derivative. This is the Alibaba Amazon special. Obviously this thing here is not waterproof and the bracket is mild steel, so it's going to rust. So this will not be fitted outside. I'm hoping those LEDs are not going to come on and create, I'm not going to wire up the reverse trigger, it's just going to be a dash camera. So I'm hoping those LEDs don't come on at night and cause a white light backwards. We shall see in a minute when I've got it wired up. Generic camera style from China, all seem to be coming out the same like this. It looks like the old Fuji films you used to get in the 70s. So we got that, and we've got a cigarette lighter plug. Now he said his cigarette lighter plug doesn't work, so we're going to hardwire in a female socket. Excuse me. And by that I mean one of these bad boys. In my little parts drawers I keep these. So we have these safe female cigarette lighter sockets. They're encapsulated in plastic, so you don't have to worry about anything sort of metal arcing out. So we'll wire this into the car, and then that thing will plug into this like a normal cigarette lighter, but it's kind of behind the dash, so you don't have to worry about losing your space in the cigarette lighter and a washing line of cable. So we're going to do that. So start on the rear camera, get that run through, start on the front camera, finish on the front camera. I can't speak this morning. Finish on the front camera, get it all wired up, and I'll come back to you in a bit. See you soon, bye!
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody is right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level. They think that work is too stressful, I think that work is essential. The grind is all in your mental, and I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way.
Right, so there we go. 2 fuse boxes on this thing. One on top of the glove box, one by the side of the glove box, poking out the passenger door. And the cigarette lighter stroke power socket is the 20 amp at the top. It was blown quite badly, so I'm guessing at some point it had some garish adapter put into it that drew way too much current. It was quite a fantastic blow. But we've got camera there, obviously the rear camera top right, as you can see there, and that's just there now. And then obviously reverse camera, but dash cam's working. So this is it. Get this one out, wait for him to come back and pick it up, wait for the Beetle. See you in a bit. Right then dudes, we've got Beetle done. Infotainment lead in, so steering controls still work, but obviously now we've got the PDC logo on the car itself, now on the Pioneer. Easy enough. So Wendy's Beetle is officially done. Right, and then steering controls normal, back to Pioneer, like just like that. There we go, Duck. That's everything. Morning everyone. It's Monday, 7:13, on my way down to the shop. So what we at temperature wise? It's kind of like the dip today and then it's cold tomorrow. 2.5 degrees so far, so just above freezing. Feels a bit cold, a bit slippy out this morning, but it's really quiet, quite eerily quiet. What we got? So Saturday I did a bit of work, measured the box up, did all the bits and bobs, and then it was kind of like a fairly chill day. I had some bits and bobs to get done and we had to do some things for the house paperwork wise, so I didn't really do a full day on Saturday, so the filming kind of ended short. We've got a plan with the box. Obviously had the beamer in to have it like rechecked and measured, just so I know what I'm building and that we don't build something too big. So that was that. Had a few friends visit, come in and say hello, and then Sunday we went up to Bristol to go and look at the Samsung Experience store to ask them about new phones. So you're going first. My contract is due up for renewal on my mobiles, mine and wifey's. I pay for hers, obviously it's on my contract. So we wanted to get new phones and I didn't know what was out there, and I don't really want to speak to the person selling me the phone because they'll probably tell you anything to get the deal out of you. So we wanted to go to the Samsung Experience store. I like Samsung phones. To speak to a technical guy and obviously let him give us the lowdown on a couple of phones that we were interested in. The Z4 Fold, which is a cool phone, but unfortunately the camera and stuff is not as good as the one that we've got, so it would be like a step back, and pictures are kind of important. But the new one, we've always had Notes, the Galaxy Notes, but they've changed them. Apparently the Ultra is now the Note. So the Samsung Samsung, is it S22 Ultra? Something like that. Anyway, that's the new Note. So we've got a couple of those. Bloody £1,000 phones these days, Jesus, expensive. But anyway, so they're coming tomorrow. They should be delivered. We filled out all the paperwork yesterday, and then we went to TGI Fridays in Bristol to get some dinner, which unfortunately was gopingly bad. The service was just shocking. Every company nowadays unfortunately seems to be moving into that home delivery service focus, and people that are just sat in the restaurant waiting just get lost and left behind. So we were kind of sat there for probably 2 hours waiting. Like it was really poor. But we did, funnily enough, we did observe our food sat on the hot plate for over half an hour. It was prepared and put up there, but there was nobody coming to actually deliver it to our table. So when it arrived, it was kind of, the plates were so hot where they'd been on the hot plate that they had to replate them because the kids would have burnt their hands touching them. And the food was just dried out and horrible. So I basically had a word with the manager, asked him to come over and had a chat, and I just said, look, you know, I don't expect to be paying full price for these meals because we've watched our food sit there for over half an hour and nobody, you know, loads of people have looked at it and walked past. It was just really poor service, and it was disappointing because we kind of like TGI's. The one in Jersey that we go to when we're on holiday is fantastic. The service is great and the food's lovely, but unfortunately Bristol and the one down in Southampton, not good. Was a bit disappointing. So that was our Sunday, and then catching up with emails and paperwork and tax returns and, you know, yada yada yada, going through all the bits and bobs. it just, yeah, a lot of kind of, I don't feel like I've stopped, which is not good for the body and mind, but unfortunately at the minute it's got to be done. I've got bills coming out of my ears, and the work is kind of slow, so it's a nightmare at the minute. Bit of a worry, bit of a concern. Today we've got a T6 coming in. I think he's got blown speakers at the front. The mid-range in the door have failed, probably through water ingress, and the tweeters in the dash are the only thing that's working. So we've got to change the front speakers out. I think it's, I say him, I think it's Chris actually, it's a woman. But anyway, got some front speakers to do, get some kicker DX in there, probably that'll do. Get them working so she's got sound again. And then we're back on with the box. I need to get the saw and stuff out, make some dust, and cut the wood down to the right sizes, and then start prepping the box for build. So probably a fabby day after we've done the speakers, but we're going to get some breakfast first. Hope you had a good weekend. We are due snow tomorrow, but I don't know how much and how thick it's going to be. Hopefully loads. And I've got, just flagged up, I've got another coolant level on the dash. So I did top up the coolant the other day and the light went away, so we may have a small little leak. So I need to go around and check out the Jubilee clips, make sure they're all good and nothing is kind of weeping under heat and pressure. So we'll have a little look at that as well. But I'm going to get off, shut up. I'll see you soon. Happy Monday everyone, start of a new week. Right then dudes, check out this thing. Aired out T6. Very low. We've got Chris's T6 in today. She's just upstairs having a coffee. We've got blown speakers. The tweeter's working but not the mid-range, so we've got to replace this. So door card off, take out the original speaker, put in an adapter, new kicker speaker, get it wired up to the standard OE head unit. But yeah, this thing's dropped. Very cool. It's on some wide banded steels, but looks nice. Rescue the Mercedes, but might as well take the Lotus, right? Because 2 degrees and cold, we'll have all the boost. See you in a bit. Right then dudes, we're back from lunch. Just turn this down. Starting back on work with the box. Sister's car got jump started, Dad's had new brakes, car's good. Now we are set up for working on a box. So here's our rough design. Double baffle. I'm going to cut this down, obviously do a single port, slot port out this side, 45 the corners, all that sort of stuff. So we're going to get building, but I need to make some cuts to allow the box to piece together how I want it. See you soon. Right then, my old muckers. Let me just shut this up. So, check we're recording. Yeah, we're on. Battery's low, so I may shut off. So box is built. This is kind of what we're working with. 2-inch port, 26 inches long, which gives me a tune about 33 hertz. Now, if you know about 33 hertz, big up you. But it is the magic frequency. I'll insert a little clip here.
I didn't like it. I think I just came in my panties.
But other than that, this thing's set, ready to go. We've got to figure out our nuts and... I called it, didn't I? Said the battery was going to go. Yeah, so we've got to sort out our nut inserts. Weirdly enough, one thing I found confusing is the hole for the screws is tiny. There's no, like on some subwoofers, the competition stuff, you can kind of remove this ring and get to a proper fixing, but the hole is really, really small. I don't know why they think you're expecting to use self-tappers to hold that beast in a box. It's just not going to work. So we will put it in and we'll mark up this, and then obviously we'll put in nut inserts, and then we'll use an Allen key headed type bolt, like a cap screw as they call them, machine screw, and that will hold into the threaded inserts, and then that will give us some proper purchase onto the box. It's not glued together at the minute, so everything is still loose, so don't worry about these big gaps that you see. All of them will shut up and close up when they're done. But pretty much that's our sub, and it sounds really bassy already. I've give it the boo test. See, it's there. It's on. Yes, I know you're looking at the camera going, Alex, you fucking idiot. But it's good to go. But I need to get the cars in. We've had hail storms today, so I'm going to get the Lotus and the Chaser in, because obviously I was out in that earlier. Get the car and the van prepped ready for tomorrow's snow. Fingers crossed. See you in the morning, everyone. I'm going to clean up for a bit. I'll cut a video up tonight. It's going to be very, very time-lapsey, but we like that build, don't we? See you in the morning. Bye.